All right, looks like we are live for Rustl'd number 4. That's right, folks. It is time for Rustl'd, the show whose name does grow on you after a while. I like to think that's the case. I like to think that it grows on you. I like to think that is that's how this whole thing's gonna work. And I didn't make a horrible mistake when picking the name of the show. But that being said, it's Wednesday, and I'm a few seconds behind tonight, simply because I was watching South Park. I had to finish watching South Park, and it ran a couple minutes longer than I thought, and it was, in fact, a good episode, a very good episode, very dark episode. My review for that will be up following this episode of Rustl'd tonight. And so I'm hoping that we get a little bit better quality. I was able to change my stream settings for this in order to hopefully up the quality. So I'll have to wait and see what happens with that. And at the same time, now we wait for everyone to jump on in. Let me just bring up this and tweet out that it is live, so then people can know about it and come on in. All right. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good day today. Not too much going on here with me. Oh yeah, I also got a mechanical keyboard. I picked up a mechanical keyboard. I needed a new mouse and keyboard because I was using a wireless set and I was having tons of interference problems with it. And I was like, you know what? I'll go get a new mouse and keyboard. I'll get a wired mouse and keyboard. And then I ended up picking up a wired mouse, and then I'm like looking through the keyboards, and I came across the Logitech mechanical, and I'm like, that's not bad. That's pretty cool. I like the way it sounds. And I type really fast. So yeah, I type it over 85 words a minute. I'm not even kidding you. I type at a very fast rate. It's something I'm quite proud of, to be honest with you. And so there's that. All right, come on in. Okay, send those out, and looks like that's posted. Going out to a whole bunch of stuff. All right. Let's see where we at now. Okay, so if you guys want to kick in, donate tonight, Streamlabs is clearly the best option. That helps out predominantly because there's no 30% going to Super Chat. People like Super Chat. I understand that. I'm still playing with Streamlabs, trying to understand it, so one day I'll be able to figure the thing out so where it's a little bit better. But in the meantime, that is probably the best course of action for wanting to help support the show. If you want to, if not, it's all good. We're here to have a good time. Was I once a secretary? No, Fronthal. I just like to type really fast. Typing is white supremacy. That will one day be an article from like Kotaku trying to go after people who type pretty quick. So you were told there is ranch. There's a story about ranch, as in the thumbnail here, as obviously evidenced by the thumbnail. Hidden Valley Ranch. We're going to talk about that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see where. What the hell? There was I had the chat. Where'd that go? All right, hold on. Let me bring that up right here. I have no idea if this is going to be the right one or not. We're going to, yeah, okay. Okay. All right. I don't know why that did its thing. Let's change that around. Okay. Stop fetishizing typing speed? Never, man. Fucking never. I'm never going to not fetishize typing speed. I actually love the fact that I type at nearly 100 words a minute. It's one of my better qualities, I will say. It is. I very much like it. I do. I think for me personally it works out because it's, my fingers work really quick. That was actually one of my pickup lines for girls. Not immediately, but if like the conversation got a little bit heated, down the road, I'd be like, I type at an alarmingly fast rate. My fingers are quite good at going very fast. And that never worked. So that was a horrible pickup line. Am I excited for The Punisher? Yes. Just found out tonight that I will probably have to forego seeing Justice League early because there are breastfeeding classes that I have to attend. Now I could stand, having a child interfering with a movie occasionally, but this is going to be interfering with Justice League and Star Wars apparently, because our due date's on the day Star Wars comes out. I'm not very happy about that. It's not her fault, the baby's fault, but no, it's a movie. It's fine. So that's definitely going to be I'm gonna have to probably go see Justice League the next morning or something. That's cool. I got my movie pass. I finally test out movie pass. Do all that. I'm gonna cover that up so you guys can't see the number, but I got the movie pass card right there. And I haven't tried it yet. I may try it tomorrow. Thinking about trying it tomorrow. So Kathy Griffin video. I don't know what do you want me to say about Kathy Griffin, or do you just want to watch her video? I have no idea. So are my breasts supple enough to feed with? Yes, they're very supple. Not quite full to the brim of milk, but who knows? Anything could happen. We live in a weird time. So, oh man. Did I ever see the Howard the Duck movie from the 80s? Absolutely. Dude, come on. I grew up in the 80s. Of course I saw Howard the Duck. Saw them duck titties. Howard the Duck is a great movie. I don't know why there's all hate for it. I've never once met a person who hated Howard the Duck. I've also never met a person who hated Howard the Duck. I'm sorry, man. Like Leah Thompson in that movie, so hot, so hot. Got me through some awkward teenage years. But nah, it's a good movie. I love that movie. Think we should get a new Howard the Duck film? Yeah, I do actually. I do think that. I think it'd be pretty dope if we got a Howard the Duck movie. I'd be on board with that. We saw Howard the Duck in both Guardians films, so that's cool. And obviously James Gunn's a fan, and the next 10 years of the MCU are all going to be about, the cosmic side of it. So Howard the Duck making more of an appearance is probably going to be a thing. Do I think that Joe Johnston will be faithful to the Narnia film? Yeah, I do. I am thinking of have I had any sympathy pains? Yeah, no, I haven't had sympathy pains. I've gained sympathy weight. Man, it's bad how lazy I've gotten and everything else. It's just like we had the baby shower the other day, so I have like cupcakes out the ass in my fridge, and it's like super hard to not eat them. MCU or DCU? Straight up MCU, man. The Nightwing movie is coming. The Nightwing movie is going to be coming. All right, so we are 8.5 odd minutes into this motherfucker, man. So yeah, here's a funny little thing. YouTube sucks now. I'm just putting that out there. They actually had their. I got a notification to take their survey today. I took their survey and I was not kind. I love YouTube, but man, I was not kind at all to the survey. But I'm looking trim. No, trust me. I'm at a high angle with my camera. I'm not looking trim like it at all. I am. Laura Jean says, "Say goodbye to the midnight live streams after the baby gets here." Yeah. Actually, we're currently working on how that's going to work. So, what will probably happen will be, because I'll be home with her in the daytime. And then when that happens, I'll be, I'll have a couple hours here and there to get some stuff done. So I don't know if I'll be able to get my videos done. You know, I might be able to get them like bulk recorded super quick, the daytime stuff, and then prep for the nighttime. And then when the nighttime comes, have my girlfriend come home. She'll come home. She'll take over looking after the baby. Then I can get work done. And then I'll probably move the live streams up to an earlier hour, maybe like 8 p.m. Pacific or something, which is not ideal for me. I prefer to go a little bit later. Like if I could do a live stream at like midnight, I'd be happier. But then again, that would be like, 3 a.m. on the East Coast, and there are a lot of people out there that don't like that. So there's that. But in the meantime, the whole idea there is to maybe move it up a little earlier. And then also, I do want to bring on guests and stuff, get some other YouTubers on board. If it's a little earlier, then it's a little easier for the East Coasters or anyone else, who wants to jump on. So there are things. The middle name of my offspring should be Magog. I will float it by the girlfriend, and I'll see what she says. But I'm just gonna be, honest and say it's not looking well. The new Jumanji movie. I don't know. I don't know. I'll see it. I have a movie pass. If anything, I'll just it's already paid for essentially. So there's that. I haven't seen all of the Social Repose video, so I don't know. What is up with that shit. I just know he cheated on her and then he admitted it, and he's a piece of shit. I know Jacqueline, not very well, but I know Jacqueline. And I don't have any problem with her. I think she's a nice enough person, and I don't like anyone being cheated on. So, especially by someone who's like a notorious serial cheater. But Jacqueline Glenn, if I had to like summarize Jacqueline Glenn, and this is not a dig at Jacqueline Glenn is like the Taylor Swift of YouTubers, right? She's dated a lot of them, and it all ends badly, and then it becomes like fodder for videos for a lot of people. That's why YouTubers should not probably have sex with their fans. Although I've met a few YouTubers who have had sex with their fans, and they speak highly of it, so there is that to consider as well. So there's that. Okay. What I might do is I might do a call-in on the Discord. I could do a call-in on the Discord and get people in, and we'll probably do that one day. I definitely don't want to like have it be an open invite, because then we have too many people coming on in, and that's going to be too many people causing a problem. So there's definitely that. But that's Tony. That's probably what's going to happen more there. The Discord's perfect for that. I just need to find a pair of headphones so I can then listen to the audio and not have it like completely echo back. One of the hardest parts about doing for this setup for some reason is like if I'm talking to other people, there's no feedback on the microphone. But if I play a freaking video or something, it feedbacks in like crazy. So I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But all right, let's let us jump in to the first story of the day, the one you're all waiting for. The lovely lady on the front page here. Her name, of course, Tay-Tay, Miss Taylor Swift. And what has she done? Why is she in the news? Why is she on Rustl'd? And trust me, it's really fucking funny. She's threatening to sue a blog over white supremacist remarks. Now, there's one thing I've learned about Taylor Swift over the years. It's you never really want to mess with this girl when it comes to her image, right? I mean, she let Kanye basically get away with that shit, even though there was like behind the scenes beef for a long time, but she hasn't like actually like struck back against Yeezy yet. But here she's striking back, and believe it or not, this is actually meeting resistance. And we're going to learn more about that as we go through this today. So it says here, whatever you do, don't call Taylor Swift a white supremacist. Taylor Swift's lawyers have threatened to sue a blog if it doesn't remove an article that refers to the pop star as a white supremacist sympathizer. The blog Popfront, whose mission is apparently recentering the National Political Convention and bringing together the left, and the writer, Megan Herning, claim that Taylor Swift is an icon of white supremacy. Nationalist and other fringe groups. How? Okay, hold on. What? Like, is it just because she's basically like ivory white? I mean, I have a feeling that she truly is an albino. And they just put a little bit of, concealer and foundation on her in order to make her appear less like an albino. But to call her like a sympathizer of the white supremacist movement and like that especially coming from a person who's writing this on a blog that's trying to recenter the national political conversation and bring together the left is utterly, utterly hysterical. It's laughably stupid, but this, of course, is the world we find ourselves living in. Now, the reason why is because the Fringe group claims that Swift's lyrics are speaking to them. Very similar to how they also claim that drinking lots of milk allows their bones to grow very strong. And also how the OK sign is also a symbol of white supremacy, and how Pepe the Frog's feels bad man is really just a tool for the Nazi-hating, oh God, what is it? The Jew-hating Nazi symbol of the alt-right is how it was coined by Louise Mensch on HeatStreet.com a little over a year ago. This is the world we live in, where Tay-Tay is being accused of this. I just find that to be so funny. Says here that the Fringe group claims that the lyrics are speaking to her, especially her latest single, Look at What You Made Me Do, or Look What You Made Me Do. Herding writes that Swift is giving support to the white nationalist movements through lyrics that speak to their anger, entitlement, and selfishness. I have a feeling if there's anyone in her life that's probably going to have that dictated at them, it would most likely boil down to two people. That would be either, as I said, Kanye West or maybe Katy Perry or something along those lines. In the letter to Pop Front's Megan Herring, Taylor Swift's lawyer explained that the story on the blog is completely false and offensive. The lawyer went on to say that the story is malicious towards the singer Taylor Swift, going on to say, the story is replete with demonstrable and offensive falsehoods. See, I would have not put demonstrable. I would have put deplorable. That would have been a fun little nod, right? That would have sent Megan Herring like into orbit, right? Like, I find that the story is replete with deplorable and offensive falsehoods. She would have been like, they used deplorable. Oh my, she would have totally taken the bait on that thing. She would have totally taken the bait and run with it and further dug herself into a hole of which she may not actually be in, legally speaking. So demonstrable and offensive falsehoods which bear no relation to reality or the truth about Mrs. Swift. It appears to be a malicious attack against Miss Swift that goes to great lengths to portray Miss Swift as some sort of white supremacist figurehead, which is a baseless fiction masquerading as fact and completely misrepresents Miss Swift. That is the fourth time, and that's those three sentences that he said the name Miss Smith. Really wants to make sure that they are abundantly clear who he's talking about there. Now, it goes on to say here that the letter says Swift has no obligation to state her political views, but proceeds to convey her condemnation of white supremacy by saying, let this letter stand as yet another unequivocal denouncement by Miss Swift of the white supremacy and the alt-right. And that's one of those things where you've got, like, this is the craziness of the left right now, where every single thing is like, if you don't denounce white supremacy, then you are a white supremacist sympathizer, like some nonsense like that, where you've got this pop star who's done clearly nothing wrong at all in this case, who has lyrics that people who are of the alt-right persuasion find themselves, having something in common with. They also say they love the American flag, but do they go up to the American flag and shove a camera and a microphone in his face and goes, do you denounce the alt-right? Because no one would ever expect that. However, I wouldn't be surprised if some journalists actually did, thinking that the American flag was an animate object. Because I feel at this point they've gone so crazy with Trump derangement syndrome that it's just getting completely horrible and laughable. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not defending Donald Trump. There is plenty there to criticize. But this is just beyond the realm of comprehension. Megan Herring described the letter to be threatening and aggressive. Yeah, that's the whole point of the letter. I mean, I don't think I need to point out that you're kind of being a dumbass by calling it that, because that's precisely what it was, but whatever. So she decided to seek the help of the American Civil Liberties Union, lawyers with civil rights news organization, She went to the lawyers with the civil rights organization, determined her writing was opinion-based and protected by the First Amendment. Speaking on behalf of Herring in the blog, whose slogan is Culture plus Politics from the Left Coast, ACLU Michael Risher had this to say. Mrs. Herring and Popfront will not in any way accede to your attempt to suppress their constitutionally protected speech. The blog post is a mix of core political speech and critical commentary. It discusses current politics in the country, the rise of white supremacy, and the fact that some of white supremacists have embraced Ms. Swift. And I do think that, like, while factually correct, I do think it is kind of omitting a bit of the context of what Herring is saying. That being said, it's not exactly like they're wrong in calling it free speech. It is free speech. Even if Ms. Swift's even if Tay-Tay's lawyers were just like, well, that's considered hate speech against my client, well, then in which case you could come back with, yeah, but the Supreme Court has ruled that hate speech is free speech, and you're kind of stuck there. So so yeah, that's basically what's going on with that. And I don't think her lawyers are going to be able to do anything, right? And I don't think they should do anything. If the blog was like, she is a leader in the in the white supremacist movement, if she is a figurehead of the like a known figurehead, like she's going to meetings and she's photographed at these events and whatever, and she's associates with these people, and they have that and they make that claim, that would also be factual. But if they make those kind of claims and there's no evidence to back that up, then that could be seen as defamatory and potentially illegal, because they're trying to claim that she is something that she's not, and they're doing it to potentially hurt her. Keep in mind, this entire attack on Taylor Swift from this particular blog post writer is simply to get her to further denounce white supremacists and everything else. It's all shaming and blaming tactics. It's something that we've grown quite accustomed to here in the United States, and it's pretty sad, actually, when you think about it like that. It's actually super sad that this is the country we live in, where instead of seeking facts and seeking truth, we're now seeking just opinion pieces that masquerade as such, and that's causing all sorts of problems. It's like I said on Twitter just tonight, as much as people out there hate the liberal elite in Hollywood, and I don't blame them in a number of cases, we should not lessen our stance on requesting the burden of proof for these accusations. And a lot of people out there have kind of walked away from seeking the burden of proof because they are happy who the targets are. And that, my friends, is not right at all. And so jumping over into this CNN crap, because freaking CNN, what we've got here is an interesting story I came across about nude photos, because this was where we're at right now. Saying that Sia, I don't know who she is, I'm guessing a musician, beats nude picture seller to the punch. Now, the reason why I like this one is because this woman is taking her power back absolutely. Oftentimes we hear threats about nude photos being leaked online, or possible threats of blackmail and extortion over to keep those nude particular photos online. You heard that a lot at the beginning days of Gamergate. Zoe Quinn's like, they leaked my nudes online. No one leaked your nudes online, Zoe. They went to the website, they bought the pictures, then they released it. I'm not agreeing with the releasing, but they still legally purchased said images. And if you want to know who purchased it, I don't think those were in high demand, at all, period. Those were flooded around 4chan for a while. They were kind of unavoidable to see, and they weren't, it was not probably the best time in your life. The point is that's not leaked. This on the other hand is a little bit different. So it says here that Sia may not want you to see her face, but she's apparently not shy about other body parts. Saying here, Osir donated $5 saying, love your work, congrats on the baby. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I keep forgetting I have those alerts on to kind of make me jump a little bit. But it says here that the chandelier singer, who usually performs in a wig obscuring part of her face, on Monday shared an image an image she said was of her nude. Someone is apparently trying to sell naked photos of me to my fans. And so save your money. Here it is for free. Every day is Christmas. Well, let's take a quick look at that, because it's on Instagram. So how nude could it be? Anyway, let's see here. Oh, It's a butt. That's it. Woo! I don't really see people like, you know, stopping what they're doing and furiously masturbating. It's just a butt. Pornhub.com gives you far greater clarity than that. So anyway, that's what it was. So someone was trying to sell the image, right, to her fans. Someone had got the photo without her permission, and so she beat him to the punch. And actually, for that, I can give her crap about like this is just a butt photo, but truthfully, I actually have to give her lots of props for that, simply because this is in fact a situation where you have a person who's kind of in the process of being almost extorted coming out and saying, "Bam, nah, screw you, son. This all me." So I give her credit, and I think I have a feeling we'll see more of that type of ownership in certain cases going forward. Now, it's not going to be everything. No, not at all. Okay. Every Day is Christmas is also the name of the singer's forthcoming album. I thought she was literally referring to her butt. Every day is Christmas when you come up to see his rear end. Possibly, but I'm assuming only a select few have had access to that and would also be able to comment and or clarify whether or not every day is Christmas with her butt. So that's something to consider as well for the future. And then she apparently also told The Observer last year that the effort to hide her face evolved from self-protection. As a person who has been doxxed and who has in fact been blackmailed through said doxing attempt, I fully 100% understand what is going on there. So let's take a quick pause here for a second. So we're 2 stories in. I'll bring up the chat here. So this is where we'll talk about the last couple stories. So I want to know your guys' thoughts. I want to know what you guys have to say about this. Taylor Swift, do you think she's got a case? Do you think that there is a case there? And also nude photos. Do you think that the person who took the photo, it looks like it was outside, it was clearly done in what appeared to be from maybe a public vantage, has the ability to sell those photos? Or do you think that the SIA has the right to privacy in that regard? And also, what are your views on a partner being intimate with another partner, taking photographs in that moment, and then being upset that those photos are released? Because that actually is a current debate in terms of fair use over these images, distribution of them and such. We talk about revenge pornography quite a bit, but the idea there is that, that's with the intent, I guess, to sell or maybe hurt. But if you have those photos, nothing, I guess I should say the way it was presented to me was if you take those photos of somebody, like let's say for example I'm with my girlfriend and we're taking photos and I'm there, it's peak times, and then we break up and those photos go out. She could have released them because technically I gave her permission to take the photo. She then owns that photo, so it's weird when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I'm just kind of curious. Tay-Tay will bring us the Fourth Reich. Gonzo, it's actually spelled R-E-I-C-H, but I know what you're trying to say. Let Tay-Tay be free. You just want Katy Perry nudes. I'm sure Russell Brand has them, to be honest with you. So demanding that Taylor Swift denounce white supremacy again is pretty much the same thing as right-wingers demanding Muslims denounce ISIS over and over again. It's very similar, Curtis. I don't disagree with you on that one. It's very similar in overall. But Taylor Swift, her fan base hasn't been connected to several terrorist bombings and incidences around the world. So something else to consider a little bit. So hey, what's going on, Ben Connor? NJ Grant asks, do you know that Red Pill Black is a liar? I'm pretty sure I've been calling Red Pill Black a liar now for quite some time. But let's be realistic. That entire situation involving the stream yesterday with the Rubin Report was laughably bad. How Candace Owen can walk away from that thinking she in any way won is ridiculous. That being said, Dave Rubin was completely biased towards her because he'd already defended her on Twitter, and he'd already he was already ready to defend her. Blair White was not the person to go. I give Blair credit for holding her own very well, but she was not the right person. I think she even ultimately admitted that. And I think Candace chose Blair because, for one, they're both in Los Angeles. Blair would be an easy target to attack because she's trans, and Candace doesn't believe and someone can be trans, and was using that multiple times as a personal ad hominem during the debate, which did devolve into a bit of a catfight at times. And again, hilarity ensued for the rest of us watching at home. And I actually, if you want to know the true winner is in fact the Rubin Report YouTube account, because they made, man, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars in super chat donations during that stream. So that's that. And speaking of super chat, if you guys want to support Rustl'd and Mundane Matt channel, be sure to drop some super chat or streamlabs.com /Mundane Matt or patreon.com. I'm just gonna shill myself real quick there because I got a kid on the way, and my fucking needs to buy diapers and shit. So there's definitely that. Let's take a quick look here. Matt's nudes would crash the net. No. So why do I look like Kevin Smith? I don't know, man. My mom was one time in New Jersey. No, I don't know. It's fat dudes with glasses and goatees are not an uncommon thing at all, period. Oops, what we got here? The straw man donated $5. Oh, fuck. I need to go and make that a little bit bigger. I'll read that on the thing real quick. Hold on. Okay, so don't trust us, Matt. He's anything but mundane. Don't trust Matt. He's anything but mundane. We wouldn't even dox you. Agent Strawman, Lean Engineer, CIA, Department of Meme Warfare. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I'm anything but mundane. That's fucking correct. That's fucking super correct, right? That's how I roll. It's kind of funny too when I talk to people. I had an interview yesterday with the guy from Bloomberg about YouTube, and he asked me my thoughts and my opinions on, like, let's say the the alt-right and stuff like that. And I told him, and he said, like, oh, you talk about these kind of issues, do you ever catch a lot of crap? And I'm like, well, my name is Mundane Matt, so not really. A lot of people don't ever actually pay a lot of attention to me as a result of that name, which is both good and also bad, because when it comes to, and this has happened recently, there's been like Gamergate, like timelines, and like I've just been omitted from that, right? And then I'm like, other things that have happened that like I was a key part of, and then I just get omitted from that. So I can't help but just laugh my ass off a little bit. Thoughts on Danica Rome as a first trans state legislator? Yeah, man, I got no problem with that. Like, that's fucking cool, man. Like, the fact, okay, here's the deal. This happened in Virginia, okay? She beat an incumbent who wrote the fucking bathroom law there, right? So, like, that is nothing but a slap in the face. That is nothing but a slap in the face. There was another woman who ran against a state legislator who had mocked the Women's March, which rightfully so. That was entire thing was stupid. But she didn't like the fact that he had mocked the Women's March, and so she went out and she was like, fuck this dude, and she ran against him and she won. So there was a huge upset in the Republican Party yesterday, like enough to where a lot of people are questioning what's going on right now, and it gave, it gives the Democrats a large ego going into 2018. Now, is it going to be perfect and they're going to like walk away with everything? No, but you're going to start seeing a whole bunch of Congress announcing their retirement, and as a result of that, we're going to see. So thank you for the $2, Gonzo Duke, saying you were a key figure in GG, as he says right here. Thank you very much, man. But yeah, no, it's crazy. You're going to see most people retiring, and they're going to be moving on, and then that's going to leave a lot of open seats because they're not going to be, trying to keep theirs. And that's going to push a lot of people to really, really, really just like make a run for the seats. And if the Democrats are pushing these aggressive grassroots campaigns, this was a big win for the Democrats. Any way you want to slice it, if they can hold it, and Trump continues to do what he's been doing lately, we're going to see an interesting upset next year. My prediction is that Paul Ryan will not be Speaker of the House past January 2019. That's what I'm thinking. So B Vargas, I'm always burning the midnight oil, man. I'm always working. That's how I roll. That's how I stay alive. That's how I know that I'm doing the God's work. All right, let's let's jump over now. We're going to jump over to the next story here because I want to keep this thing moving. We'll do a couple more, then we'll come back in. All right, so let's talk about this one here. Harvey Weinstein had investigators spy on women. I wanted to do this as a standalone video, but I chose not to because I just find the whole thing to be, like this is short enough, but it's like I talked about it enough. I feel like I talked about it like Hollywood twice today and everything else. So this is an interesting situation because this is not going to do well for Harvey. Like this is probably one of the reasons why this dude needs to just get taken down. So it says here, Harvey Weinstein employed private investigators to spy on his accusers and keep tabs on reporters investigating his past, according to a report in the New Yorker. Now, I just want to quickly point out that Ronan Farrow has been writing these articles, and I was watching him on the Colbert, on the Late Show with Colbert, and Colbert brought up his stepfather, former stepfather, Woody Allen, and Ronan Farrow has been a huge detractor of Allen for years, and so part of me feels like this particular story is a way at getting at him. Is this craziness surrounding Harvey Weinstein and how it's toppled an empire in Hollywood? I do believe is a roundabout way of getting at his old stepfather, of whom he hates, very much hates. And he said that that's not the case, that this was just something that was assigned to him, which I find to be odd because it was assigned to him at NBC, who subsequently refused to publish the piece when the time came to publish it. So he moved over to the New Yorker. It's one of those aspects that I find to be just a little bit on the suspicious side, because why would they refuse to publish something that they requested that he write? Anyway, according to the report, the disgraced Hollywood producer hired Black Cube, a firm run by former Mossad agents, to collect information on Rose McGowan, who has accused Weinstein of rape. That's insane. That's insane. The firms employed undercover agents, one of whom posed as a women's rights activist, to meet with McGowan and obtain information on her forthcoming book. Weinstein employed Black Cube and Kroll, a corporate security firm, not the actor, by the way. However, if it was actually, he hired Nick Kroll to go in and to kind of grease the wheels with Rose McGowan, that would be an awesome documentary. And that would be funnier than shit. Anyway. A corporate security firm, in an effort to block stories in the New Yorker and the New York Times detailing decades of allegations of sexual misconduct, according to the New Yorker. Now, it wasn't just the New Yorker who was running these articles against Harvey Weinstein. I do believe the New York Times was kind of co-running their own investigation around the same time, and they just released around the same time as well. So the story also highlights the role of David Boies, the firm of Boies, Schiller, Flexner, LLP, who was said to have overseen much of the spying effort. Running such an investigation through a law firm can make it subject to attorney-client privilege, which would protect it from a disclosure and litigation. Very smart play. Very, very smart play. In a statement to the New Yorker, Weinstein spokeswoman Sally Hofmeister, accused the publication of trafficking in inaccuracies and wild conspiracy theories. According to the story, Black Cube also retained a freelance journalist to contact McGowan and two other women with accusations against Weinstein, as well as reporters working on the story. Now, this is a bit of a summarized result of it. The actual New Yorker article is insanely long, and it would take probably an entire episode of this show to go through, and it might be something that I go through on the main channel. It's just, or on a main video. It's long. It's super long. But let's talk about just like the core aspects here. Harvey Weinstein was shook over these reports that this was going to be happening. He was totally shook that this was going to be going on. And so him going and hiring ex-Mossad agents to spy on her. Now, part of me wonders, and again, I haven't read the article, so I don't know who exactly gave this information. Because if, for example, Black Cube was working with Kroll and also working through this, what was this? Boies, Schiller, Flexner, LLP, who I said I've overseen much of the spying effort. If it's protected by attorney-client privilege, then how precisely would they be able to then talk about the attorney-client? They wouldn't be able to talk about it. They wouldn't be able to confirm nor deny anything. Now, granted, this is all reporting, and I'm going to probably say that it's probably fairly accurate. What we've been hearing about Harvey Weinstein from a lot of people, there's a lot of smoke, and it's possible there's still a fair amount of fire. But that being said, like I pointed out earlier, is we have to also take these accusations, very much with a grain of salt. Not that they didn't exist, not that they didn't happen. It's just that we don't know yet because the hard evidence hasn't been presented or hasn't gone to the authorities. Authorities in New York apparently are currently looking into a possible indictment, but Weinstein's lawyers have claimed that it's nowhere near imminent. Now, for a fact, if Weinstein bails out of the country and goes to a non-extradition treaty country for a retreat, he ain't ever coming back. Now, there's petitions to freeze his assets right now to make sure he doesn't leave the country, so on and so forth. But here's the thing with that, and this is the problem when it comes to the outrage mob on the internet, is that you can't sit there and tell a guy, you can't ask the government to freeze someone's assets who has not been either charged with or convicted of a crime. Mere accusations that were run through the New Yorker or through Twitter or so on and so forth are not enough to constitute that happening. And that is something we have to maintain. We have to maintain due process and the striving for it, because that is how we get justice. And that's one of the hardest parts of discussing these events, is that people out there, they don't want due process. They want instant mob justice. And if we lived in that full true democracy in that regard, only bad things would happen. And that is the sad truth when it comes to that particular situation. But speaking of something a little bit funnier, this is funnier and also sadder at the same time. So this is an actual petition going around right now. I mean, granted, it's tongue-in-cheek, is clearly not going to happen. But in the wake of Netflix firing Kevin Spacey over the allegations made against him, now of which there are many more allegations made against Kevin Spacey, we are in fact seeing this petition here that's asking to keep Netflix's House of Cards running with Kevin James replacing Kevin Spacey. And you can see right now that they've got 38,273 signatures from people who literally have nothing better to do while taking a shit on their break at work. So it says here, losing a great show is hard no matter the circumstances. However, with hardship comes the opportunity for a great show to become one of the greatest shows of all time. I think Kevin James can elevate House of Cards to a globally adored franchise like Game of Thrones and make the entire world focus on the most important Netflix original series there is. And this petition will be delivered to Reed Hastings, and it was created by Robbie Pima. And you've got, it's been up for 6 days, and you can see it started really picking up steam as people are talking about it. Now, here's a reason for signing. Just go through a couple of these. Kevin James is a national treasure. Kevin Spacey is a rapist. Both are named Kevin. Seems like a smart business decision to me. Okay. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say that Kevin James is a national treasure. I mean, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 exists, and that is a sin that humanity will have to pay for quite some time. Noel here from Waterloo, Canada says, that just makes sense. You know what, Noel? I think you might be onto something here. And then Anthony Smith says, dreams are real. Okay. Or D. Reams, R-E-R-Ale. However you want to say that. So yeah, people out there are kind of digging on this thing, and that to me is pretty hysterical. That as a joke petition, it's something that can be funny. Now, what would be even funnier is if somebody went back through all 5 seasons of House of Cards and then just digitally implanted or digitally transplanted Kevin James's head onto Kevin Spacey's body, and they're able to go back to old episode of King of Queens and this new one, Kevin Can Wait, any one of the Happy Madison movies he's been in, and then just pick out his head and put it on there, and then put Kevin Spacey's voice over it. It would be way more interesting. I think it would be way more fascinating to watch that all play out like that. But yeah, I just wanted to share it because this is a thing, my friend. This is a legitimate actual thing that someone is jokingly trying to put out there. So let's bring up the chat here and see what you guys are saying about that. So Harvey Weinstein, Army of Spies, and and Kevin James being replaced, or Kevin James replacing Kevin Spacey. Could be Paul Blart, President of the United States. That would be something that would be super fascinating. Yeah, Ben Connor, it is in fact a joke petition. I know it's funny. They should have put it on wethepeople.gov so they could have got an official response from the Trump administration. But at this point, I don't even think that the Trump administration has responded to any of those petitions that have gone on there. So that, yeah, you'd have better luck on change.gov. So wait, hold on. What is it? The black cube is a Masonic reference. It means either dissenting vote or unfavorable act. Interesting. So kind of showcasing that they've done some crazy stuff. Is that what you're trying to say? That they're not above doing some crazy shady shit in order to bring down the target that they've been tasked to destroy? That'd be interesting, at least in my opinion. So it's no longer House of Cards, it's House of Blart. Harvey is in the Mossad. In fact, I don't think he's in the Mossad, but he has enough money to pay for them. If the NYCDA doesn't pull Weinstein's passport, then it's all smoke and mirrors and virtue signaling. Curtis, I absolutely agree. If they haven't pulled his passport yet, he's probably prepping for it, and he's got ears to the ground. And as soon as rumblings of that begin, he'll be out of the country. Or we could discover he's like Paul Manafort, and he's got like 3 passports. Or probably more. So hey, what's going on? Pain sailing weather. I'm glad that it's 7 a.m. where you are and that you're keeping awake. I did not hear that somebody leaked Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. That is unfortunate for Pokemon fans. It would make sense that Kevin James was a president in Pixels. Sharpshooter, I totally forgot that Kevin James was in fact the president of America in Pixels. That was a movie that, while not horrible, I think a lot of people out there chose to forget. However, to be fair, Pixels was more of a Ghostbusters movie than Ghostbusters 2016. Harvey is the Mossad. Anonymous sources say, yeah, that's right. Why not Kevin James in House of Cards? So that was the entire point of the thing, is that Kevin James was the petition, Victor. So, yeah, Kevin Spacey to be replaced by Christopher Plummer and all the money in the world. That part, I just saw that. I'd already picked out my stories. I will talk about that tomorrow on $3 Theater, so that will be happening. Don't diss Paul Blart. Hey, man, I actually paid money to see Paul Blart in theaters when it came out. I think I took my brother or sister to go see it or something, but I paid to go see it. I did not go see Paul Blart 2. I felt that I had accomplished what I needed to accomplish in my life to not go see Paul Blart. Pixels was the reason you stopped believing in God. I don't think it's that bad, man. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad at all. But anything could happen, right? So that's pretty funny. I fucking love that shit. You guys are crazy. You guys are super crazy, and all that jazz. So, all right, let's just. Where's that at right there? Oh, god damn it. Sorry, I fucking really dislike Firefox sometimes. So, okay. Let's jump over into the next one here. I'm just going to go through the last couple stories, and then we'll do a chat for a while at the end before closing it up. So this one here is Hidden Valley Ranch is selling kegs of ranch dressing. And I actually talked about this with my girlfriends, and I said, "Hey, babe, you like Hidden Valley Ranch, don't you?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I do." And I was like, "Would you buy it in a keg?" She's like, "No, God no." But apparently, someone out there is willing to. So this week has been a good week for insane things you can buy online. But if this $1,000 for a tin can is a little too steep for you, perhaps this $50 keg of Hidden Valley is more up your speed. So it's filling with 5 liters. Let's see this here. It's got 5 liters of in there. Okay, this isn't a party unless the Hidden Valley Ranch is flowing. That seems like a euphemism for something entirely different. Like I can imagine like going to some party in LA or something, and someone's like, "Yo, man, it ain't a party unless the Hidden Valley Ranch is a flowing." And it's a whole bunch of people just randomly ejaculating on things. So it says here that the height is 9.7 inches, diameter is 6.3 inches. So it's like a very big penis. Stackable and holds up to 5 liters of ranch. Why would you need 5 liters of ranch? Why? Why? Why do you need 5 liters? I don't get it. Special inside coating meets FDA specifications and keeps the ranch tasting fresh. This is horrible on so many levels. This is horrible. Pre-order today. Items begin. It includes a year's supply of Hidden Valley. Yeah, I don't think you'd ever go through more than that. I could see this. Okay, I could see this for restaurants, right? If I'm being realistic, I could see this for restaurants, or like that one person in your life who really, really, really loves ranch dressing and like won't ever let you forget that they're like, oh, I put it on everything, man. I go get my French fries ranch dressing. I go get my chicken sandwich ranch dressing. I go eat my Oreos ranch dressing. You know, like that kind of thing. Like there's those, you know someone in your life who's done that. But this is a real thing. This isn't a joke. This isn't a prank. You can go on to Hidden Valley and buy the mini ranch keg for $50. Somewhat tempted to put that in the super chat. You give me $50 and I'll buy this thing and I'll review it on my channel. How about that? How about we do that? Well, let's jump over here to the story. This is a weird one. This one won't take long, but this is a legit thing. You love The Walking Dead? I like The Walking Dead. I haven't watched it in a while, but I like The Walking Dead. Now, if I want to get in on The Walking Dead merchandise, and I want to be above what so many other people have used for their Walking Dead merchandise, like you go out there, you find t-shirts, hats, backpacks, beer cozies. What about this one? What about Walking Dead wine? You want to get your stalker on, or your walker on, your biter, whatever you want to call it, with wine here? No, I'm not even kidding you. This is legitimately from lot18.com. This is the Walking Dead wine. We've hit peak retardation when it comes to this kind of stuff. You can sit here and get a Walking Dead half case. These red wines will help you through the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, by getting drunk and then forgetting and then stumbling and then dying. You can get a full case for $208. It gives you 12 bottles of this fine red zombie wine. You can also just get a trio for $59 or a standard 2016 Daryl Dixon California Cabernet Sauvignon. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not French. This is real. You can also get a 2016 Rick Grimes California Petite Syrah or a 2016 Negan California Bourbon Barrel Red Blend. Red blend that packs a punch harder than Lucille's. Jesus Christ. Now that, I'm not going to lie, that's a bit of a pitch. That's a hell of a pitch. That is a pitch. I might actually have to buy one of these for my dad for Christmas. My dad's a huge Walking Dead nut, and he might be watching right now, in which case, plug your ears, go away. Eat a prune and go try to sit on the toilet for a while, you old son of a bitch. But no, this is real. This is the Walking Dead wine. I almost want to say kill me as a result of this. It's hysterical. So there's that. I wanted to share that one. So let's talk about the Texas shooting. Right, final story of the night. Texas shooting. This was actually on USA Today. Saying here, it warns people to beware of an AR-15 armed with chainsaws. Now, granted, the idea there was talking about the gun that Devin Kelly used in the shooting last weekend, his horrific douchebag shooting. And they wanted to show what kind of gun it was and what kind of attachments went on said gun. Apparently, somebody here at USA Today was a fan of Gears of War, and I don't blame him. The game itself, the franchise itself, is 11 years old, so it does make sense that somebody there would, in fact, be a fan, and maybe they decided they wanted to add a chainsaw, or maybe they happen to be a fan of Ash vs. Evil Dead, or just the Evil Dead trilogy as a whole, and hoping that they can attach a chainsaw to things to make it cooler. Because let's be realistic here, folks. If you can attach a chainsaw to something, it does automatically make it cooler. I don't care what it is. You're like, here's my fleshlight, chainsaw edition. Okay, so you're gonna you're gonna have sex with something that's dangerously close to your to a chainsaw. Yep. All right then. You do you. It's a little bit weird. You're probably going to lose your dick in the process, but you know what? It's a free country. This is America. You can do what you want. So it says here that the USA Today released a video on Tuesday aimed at making people scared of AR-15 rifles following this tragic mass shooting at the church in Texas on Sunday by showing AR-15 armed with a chainsaw. And that's the thing. So this is the video here. Let me just mute my mic so we can listen. There's a base model, 30-round magazine. It's a trigger. Thanks for pointing that out, USA Today. We didn't know that one. AR-15 style rifles have many aftermarket options, some common, some rare. Okay. Possible modifications. 100-round drum magazine. The same. Yeah, that could be a possibility. Underbarrel 12-gauge shotgun for when you just want to spray and pray. A trigger crank. Hot. A chainsaw bayonet. I love that a chainsaw bayonet's a thing. It offers upgraded version of the AR-15. Turn that down, sorry. So there's a lot you can do with this gun, and I feel like I'm watching a training video for Ghost Recon for Ghost Recon Wildlands. So okay, so there's a all right, the gun he posted, what it's got in terms of its accessories. Wow, he really went all out for that. Oh, he put a 40-round magazine. Well, that's probably why he only had to reload so many times. But seriously, I love that there. I love that there. A chainsaw bayonet. That is just ridiculous, friends. That is just so stupid. Is it real? I mean, does a chainsaw bayonet, like, does this? It's a potential attachment, but does the product actually exist? And so, oh, okay. So it says here that the video highlighted modifications and accessories that are in no way common for AR-15 rifles and exist primarily for novelty sake. Like, okay, so they're not common, they're just novelty based, like adding a 12-gauge shotgun to the AR-15 modifications or a chainsaw, which no one uses and are sold virtually nowhere. Well, if they're sold virtually nowhere, that means they're sold virtually somewhere, and I would just happen to like a link to where I can go view the product listing. Jeez, whoever wrote this article for Daily Wire, I'm going to go and guess that it's Shapiro. Was it Shapiro? It was not. It was Ryan Saavedra, whatever, man. You got to post a link to that stuff. Okay, so Twitter accounts ruthlessly mocked the USA Today for the deliberate attempt to inject fear into the public following the shooting, saying here, thanks for getting this mess. It's a rifle. This is like an exhibit thing right there, right? Yo, dog, we heard you like an AR-15. So we put an AR-15 on your AR-15 so you can AR-15 while you AR-15. That's a meme. That's a hell of a meme. I love the fact that the chainsaw bayonet. I was gonna make that the thumbnail, but then YouTube gets really butthurt over that kind of stuff. And then of course possible modifications, and then just putting it all like that. That's kind of dumb. There we go. Possible modifications. It's an AR-15 with a lightsaber bayonet. See, that would be a cool thing I'd like to see in Star Wars, like modifications for like the Sith. They're just like, you know what? I've got like my gun mod attachment here, and I'm gonna pull my blaster, and it's got a lightsaber bayonet on it. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty legit. That'd be what is it? Too legit to quit. If I'm gonna completely make an ass out of myself. Possible modifications. An upside down banana. The executive gun. This is fucking, it's fantastic. But this is in fact a real thing. Someone, yeah, they were trying to be tongue in cheek about it, to be fair, but they legitimately added that there, probably without understanding or realizing just how things were going to go. And that's just sad, man. This is really, really freaking sad. It's also really freaking funny. I have to say that's pretty goddamn good. And that, of course, brings us to the end of the show, at least the end of the articles I've picked up. Anything else we can probably submit to mundanemat.com/submit, or maybe we get people in to the a thing. We could let's see, take a look at my Discord real quick. If I could bring anyone on in. I don't think we'll do any chit chat tonight. We'll definitely do some stuff later on. But I did see that there was I don't know if it was a super chat or if it was a donation. Let me just take a quick look here. Oh shit, Asian Strawman said Asian Strawman threw down $50. Okay, I'll place an order for for that thing. I will do that. I said I'd come through. So that's gonna be a thing. I'll get the 5 liters of ranch, and we'll do an episode. I won't drink it. I hate ranch, but I don't hate ranch. I just don't drink it very often. So that's pretty damn funny. All right, so let's do this here. You guys got any questions? See you later, Mr. Shadow. Thanks for coming in, man. If you guys got any questions, feel free to hit me up. We can talk that, or if you guys want to we could. I guess I got about a half hour before I have to go and do anything. I have to give cats medicine. That's why. So we could, let's see here. Oops, no, I want to. Do I have anything that's locked? Okay. Shit. No, I can't do that tonight because I don't have my headphones. I don't have my headphones. I have to have my headphones turned in order to talk to people on here. So we will do that. We will do that later. So I guess let's take a quick look here at the chat. If I could have a debate with someone I disagree with, who would it be? Anita Sarkeesian, for one. Not about the tenets of what she's done, like feminist frequency wise, but like discussions about her actions. Also, I would have loved to have been the one on the Candace Owen debate yesterday. I would have smote her in a heartbeat over what kind of nonsense she's putting out there. The problem with it is, though, is she got an opponent that was not the best person for it. Did a good job, wasn't the best person for it. Let's see here. Mike, stuck in the middle, says, my dick is still bigger than that ranch keg, but that's because I'm 10 feet tall and I'm black. Good to know. Congratulations. Have I gotten my Switch back? No, wait. I did. Yep, I got it back. Came in the mail a week ago, actually. I was really surprised about that too. Still surprised about that. What would my last meal be? My last meal would be carne asada burrito from Sombreros. Actually, probably carne asada fries from Sombreros in San Diego. I fucking love those things. Let's see. Stonebleed says, if you're taking questions, where do babies come from? It's a combination of semen from my penis and also eggs from my girlfriend's fallopian tubes. That's where my baby came from. Other babies come from the store because, you buy them and shit on the black market. Would I rather have a vagina for hands or penises for ears? Probably penises for ears. It'd be a much funnier Halloween costume. So, am I good in, did I play any good FPS? I mean, I haven't played one in a while. Well, I played Wolfenstein. That was alright. I need to review that. I know Anita wants me to harassers. Trust me. I know. So that's pretty good. We got to have mundane plays with Mario on the Switch. I got to go get Mario on the Switch, man. That's the thing. I would have bought it, but my Switch was gone when the game came out. And I'll probably pick it up next year. Yeah, if you aren't convinced Blair is a woman after that fucking cat fight, then you got to check your ears. Yeah. That's true. Candace did, in fact, destroy herself. That was the biggest thing there was don't sit there and, don't interrupt your opponent when they're hanging themselves, essentially. So there's definitely that. I just thought that was a really interesting situation with them, but it was still pretty bad. Pretty bad. Friends or Frasier? Oh, straight up, dude. Frasier, man. I love Frasier. Friends wasn't horrible. I just lost interest after season 7. That's funny to say out loud, though. I lost interest after season 7 of a TV show. But no, I did. I just lost interest after it. After a while, I thought it became pretty, once Monica and Chandler got together, I said, no, I'm not living through another Ross and Rachel. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. So there's definitely that one. How close is Hollywood coming to crashing down? I don't know, Spawn Freak. I don't know. There's definitely an error. There's something in the air about that right now. It's a little bit freaky, and I don't quite know what to expect from it, but I do feel that we will probably see some very big changes next year. None of it will actually impact the movies that are being made, meaning it's not going to mean you're going to get better films. It just means you're going to get a lot more articles arguing about diversity and things like that. Because the talent pool in Hollywood has been kind of scraped anyway. Most people have jumped over to TV. Movies have just kind of been iffy. And that's not going to change, because here's the thing is, like, you've got this, I don't know if you guys saw the video I did on the Time's Up initiative. They're going to try to push a lot of stuff through, and they're trying to like bring in more people. So I think they're going to like campaign against like studio heads and campaign against stuff to put like more women in producing roles and writing and directing, and probably to get more women to direct feature films that come out every year, because there is only a handful, and I don't quite know why that is. So I can't quite tell you why that is. I mean, Hollywood, in my opinion, is a meritocracy. Yeah, there's some nepotism and cronyism, but when it comes to the audience and shit, a lot of it has to do with how well you do. And I don't know why we're not seeing a lot of female directors. So there's that. But is Rick Sanchez real? Pickle Rick is real in my heart. So what do you think makes the most effective horror in movies with games? The most effective horror is relatable horror. The most effective horror is stuff that plays upon your fears that you could experience in your real life. It's one of the reasons why, to me, Michael Myers is far more terrifying than Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger, Jason, Chucky, Leprechaun, they wouldn't exist in real life. Jason, maybe, right? Provided you're not going to like Jason, Goes to Hell or whatever, or Jason 10, which, albeit, was a fun movie. But that being said, there was Michael Myers is someone who could legitimately, realistically exist in the first film. Same with Jason in the first and, let's say, second films. And then after that, maybe number 5, because it wasn't even, or Jason 1985 wasn't even Jason. It was like some fucking psychiatrist or something. But the point is that those kind of things can be real, but they have to be relatable fears. What are my goals for 2018 with the channel? I want to hit 200,000 subscribers, which I think is possible. I'd love to get a solid 100,000 views a day. I'm anywhere right now between like 60 and 80,000 views a day. I'd love to hit 100K plus a day. I'd love the ads to come back so I could at least then not freak the fuck out and then have to constantly be like, please donate to my Patreon. And so there's that. But no, my goal is to also I want to do more with helping people get their YouTube channels off the ground. I want to become YouTube certified, and I want to go from there. So that's definitely something. Zero depressive. It's my impression. Are there more people that call your name out? What do you mean? Call my name out? Like this? Call me Matt, or say my last name too? Pornhub or Brazzers? Well, I watch a lot of Brazzers on Pornhub, so there you go. Jerry Smith or Cyril Figgis? Straight up, dude, Cyril, man. Cyril at least has got a little bit of balls in his sack. Jerry is just, this last season they just neutered Jerry. They just neutered Jerry completely. There was like one episode dedicated to him. They just completely fucked the character over. Let's see. Oh, John, I just saw the new South Park before starting the stream tonight. That's why I was a couple minutes late. And I do miss the Midnight's Edge group too. I just won't go back while that guy's there. I'm sorry. I have to stick to my guns on this one. I've talked to Andre about it. I've talked to the other mods about it. The dude's a dick. The thing is, I don't mind the guy being a dick. I mind the guy being a complete piece of shit about it, right? Like, personal attacks on somebody for liking a show or whatever is insane. The fact that the guy was sitting there and treating the Facebook group like it was his personal blog during the premiere of Star Trek Discovery, I was like, come on, and no one's stopping him. No one there is stopping him, and they know precisely what he does. But it's because his wife apparently is like somebody in the industry and might feed him some info that they're letting it. I'm like, no. So I said, I'm not coming back till he's gone. I'm sticking by that shit. I like those guys. I don't want to I'm not trying to shun them. I love working with them. I love geeking out with them. But no, I'm just not going to sit there and support that kind of nonsense. That's like that poor amount of moderation because you get something from somebody. Like, no, fuck that. A Trap or Sarkeesian? Sarkeesian, dude. Come on. Do I watch Mr. Robot? I have not, actually. Do I think Star Wars is getting too feminist? No, not really, man. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a female lead. You know what I mean? The thing is, raise a female lead, but at no point are they just going like, well, she's a woman. Right? Now, if they were at every step of the way going like, you're a girl, you're a chick. Pardon, if they were doing that all the time, I'd get it. I'd understand that in a heartbeat. I'd be like, yeah, that's fucking horseshit. But no, they're not doing that at all. They're letting the character be the character, and there's nothing wrong with having her be the lead. But yeah, that's kind of thing about that. Kurnoff, I'm talking about the Midnight's Edge Facebook group. Traps greater than feminists. Your favorite Pokemon is Hamilton. Is that an actual Pokemon or whatever? Ray's Deus Ex Machina. No, she's not Deus Ex Machina. Oh, okay. Chaos Sonic. There's this guy. His name is Fred. He's on the group. He's a bully. It's the best way to describe the guy is he's a bully, especially when it comes to Star Trek. And like, he posts all this stuff like Star Trek isn't going to get a second season because it's in arbitration with Netflix. He never confirms his sources. He makes up a lot of shit, and what he said, the things I've seen him say haven't come true, like whatever. But apparently his wife is someone in the industry. I don't know who. And apparently like they've gotten intel or something. And I think what it is he's fed them intel, and that's that. So they let him stay. And I'm like, they let him bully other people and attack other people. And I'm like, no, I would fucking boot that dude out in a heartbeat, man. Like, anyone here is being a dick, I'd be like, you're gone, motherfucker. You know, like, or you're warned and then you're gone. But you gotta be ready to do that. Would I ever be on the Midnight Says podcast again? Yeah, I'd be on there again. I don't know when. Again, probably not until he's gone. That's just the way I see it. There's a video where a 90-year-old woman tries to guess what Pokemon are called. She calls Charmander Hamilton. It's pretty adorable. That is really adorable. I love me some Charmander. I wonder what she calls Squirtle. Perhaps it's McKinley. You think Disney's playing it safe with the new trilogy to avoid the disaster that was a prequel trilogy? I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. The Last Jedi looks pretty good, so it looks pretty dark. I mean, it could go Empire dark, but it's going pretty good. You want Blair White in your mouth? Well, never say never. So, you have a dick, but you're not trying to be one. I get that. Yeah. What's my thoughts on the new Halloween Erasing Part 2 and H2O and Michael and Laurie not being brother and sister? Albert, you know what, man? Like, retcon that shit. Like, retcon that crap. You know, don't retcon that. Like, I think it worked with her being the younger child, because then it, like, added that level of, like, you know, obsession Michael had with his family. So I think that would have, and that was the thing too that they really played with in the Halloween. The Halloween reboot from Rob Zombie 10 years ago was like he loved his younger sister and he was protective of his younger sister, and that's entirely the whole point here. I haven't talked to Diversity in Comics yet. I'm feeling better now. I need to set it up with them. I'll talk to them tomorrow. Shidoko, you are late, man. I'm only going to be on for like another 10 minutes or so. Is it okay for Blair White to hold my pickle? I guess, but it wouldn't happen. How could they make Suicide Squad 2 not trash? I don't know. More Will Smith. You think Blair White is the sexiest Trap? I've seen better. Not saying the new look hasn't worked, but I've seen a lot of shit on 4chan. So, oh my God. Are white males the bane of our existence? No one is the bane of our existence. Fox or Disney buying Fox. I don't know if that's going to happen, man. There's been talks about it. People have reports have said that the talks are dead. The report I read from said that the talks have ceased, but I think somebody inside either Fox or Disney leaked that information in order to help kind of spur the conversation from the fans that would then almost demand it, very similar to what happened with Marvel in the discussions about Spider-Man. So Tappy, I don't believe that Blair White has a vagina. I think she still has her penis. So I don't know much about her. I mean, we follow each other on Twitter, but we never talk. So these are just things I've heard through the grapevine. Speaking of pickles, will Alara ever open a can on Orville? I hope so. Good night, Joseph Stalin. Thanks for coming in, dude. Is there going to be a comics industry version of Gamergate, or has it already started? I don't know, man. I don't know. They keep telling me that it is, but I haven't seen anything that's really gonna make me feel like that yet. There's been some stuff that might lead up to it, and it's all about whether or not Marvel. Okay, what's gonna kick off this Comicsgate thing on comics? Essentially, is going to end up being if Marvel starts moving away from like the one-off social justice warrior-esque comics and focusing more on legacy stuff, and then telling all those writers to basically fuck off, they're all going to leave. And then that's going to become this like big thing that they're going to be screeching about online. Right now, we're seeing maybe the beginning stages of that with Brian Michael Bendis going over to DC. Dan Slott now is like, I think like the second highest ranking dude, or he might be the highest because he was the second. And then it depends on how they start treating fans. But it's not going to go anywhere until Marvel gets rid of these writers. Because their editors are clearly crap. And that's something that's going to happen. I love that they're having a discussion about trans people and their sexual attraction to them in the chat. You guys, or gals, or whatever non-binary wonderkins you call yourself, you guys are having a ball, ain't you? John, what is the theory about Ash in Star Trek? Is that he's a double agent? Because like I kind of get that whole thing with L'Rell, but I still don't. I don't know. I don't want him to be. I like him. I don't want him to be. I like the character. Thanks a lot, Day Day, for enjoying Rustl'd. I'm glad you guys. Are you guys liking Rustl'd? I need feedback. I need feedback to know. I think it's good. I think it's good times. I picked only 7 stories. I might move it up a little bit just to kind of keep it going and whatnot. I'm still trying to figure out format, and everything else. So. Let's see. Do I agree? Stone bleeds. Man. No way. The process of removing one's penis is harder than it's worth. Probably more trouble. I could see that. Yeah. The Indonesian Islamic Jew hatred innocent wipe Marvel off my purchase. Oh, right. Yeah, that was a weird thing too, man. That guy was a talented artist. Right, but he just threw in that, what was it, the 213 or 313 shit, whatever it was. So that's something. So has Anita still got her penis? I'm pretty sure she has Jonathan's in a bag somewhere. So there's definitely that. Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm having fun with this. It's just been like a long day. I was out like I still have to go build a fucking glider. No, I built the glider last night. Swing. I bought a glider for the baby. Right? I bought this like I think it's a glider, or is it a swing? Are they the same thing? I don't even know anymore. My aunt and my cousins got us I think a swing for the baby, and this one's like a lot nicer one. I think it's a glider. It was expensive. But then it was like $180 for this thing, and I was able to like, it was marked down to $145, and then I was able to like finagle my girlfriend was able to finagle a bunch of like 15% off here and like another $10 off there, and got the whole thing down to like $120, saving that's with tax too, so saving a lot of money on this thing. I got to go build it tonight though. That's gonna be. Those things take me forever to fucking build. They just take me forever to build. I haven't played the Fractured But Whole yet. I've been working on Assassin's Creed Origins, which I love. I love Assassin's Creed Origins. I did the same today. I felt really bad. So I've got poison darts, or poison throwing knives now, right? Or poison darts, however you want to call it. And so it's great. You poison somebody and they walk around and they end up then infecting other people. Well, there was this like kind of crowded marketplace, and I was trying to take out a couple high level bad guys. And so I threw a couple throwing poison darts at them. And they start walking around and they start, you know, infecting other people, like infecting other guards. I'm like, oh, they're getting sick. They all start dying. Then I go into the marketplace and everybody's dead. And they all died from poisoning because it spreads. It's contagious. So I threw one and he walked through this marketplace and he infected everybody and they all died. And I just legit felt horrible. I'm like, wow, I've murdered a whole bunch of people incidentally. I feel very bad. This is Assassin's Creed. That is awesome. Assassin's Creed, we was kings. Yeah. So it's it's pretty funny. Use Temple OS, dude. That guy got arrested the other day, I think, right? Or there's a warrant for his arrest now or something. Stefan, yeah, I have Horizon Zero Dawn, and I have paid for the Frozen Wildlands or whatever the hell it's called, the expansion. I need to go download it, but yeah, I've got it. Matt, the ethnic cleanser Jarbology. I haven't played Evil Within 2. I never played the first Evil Within. I haven't played that at all. Thankfully, the game selection this year has been minimal. I got the Black Friday ad for Best Buy, and I'm very tempted to purchase Call of Duty for like $40 and shit. But I also get the 20% off, so it'd be Call of Duty $32. That's not bad. I hear a lot of good things about World War II, and I definitely want to play that part where I have to watch other people open loot boxes. I think that's hysterical. I think that's awesome trolling, and I support that completely. So does Michelle Obama have her penis? I don't think she's ever had a penis. She's just got an iron vagina. So anyone knows the new South Park episodes on Hulu? Not till 2 a.m. Albert. What am I adding to my AR-15? Clearly, it's going to be a purple-headed dildo. I'm all like, die and slap, 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 slap. So there's that. Black Friday, you say? Well, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be purchasing it on Thursday. So it's going to be Brown Thursday. I don't know. Best Buy is opening up at 5. Right? They're opening up at 5, and they're open until I think midnight or 1 a.m. or something. And they're going to be doing the doorbuster deals like all the time. I could probably go on their website. Like the mouse I bought, this you can't see it, but the mouse I bought tonight was $70 normally. And it was down to $35 as part of their Black Friday ad that they're already having stuff on sale early. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's great. It's a good mouse. When are we gonna get the next episode of Unsolved Mysteries? Soon, but it won't be on this channel. It will be on the Forbidden Knowledge channel, or I might do it here, download it, and then put it over there. I need to talk to some visual artists to help me redesign my OBS setup and stuff. I don't mind the OBS setup here. I think it works out okay, but it's definitely oh shit. If there's been any alerts, I haven't even fucking seen them. Okay, no, I've only got the one super chat tonight, which is perfectly fine. Let me just double check this, if I screwed up at all. So, nope, we're good there. Okay, cool beans, man. Cool beans. Now, here's my question for you guys, because I'm going to wrap this up here in a hot second. How often would you want to see a stream like this? Would you want this to take over, like, the Sunday to Wednesday stuff? Like, do this 4 nights a week? Curious to know your thoughts. How often would you like to see a show like Rustl'd, or maybe just every other night sort of thing? That way we're not packing it in too much, because I don't want to overdo it on people, and I also don't want to burn them out. Oh, hey, the Walmart Black Friday ad just popped up. Ooh, I can buy a hoverboard for if you guys want to go through the Walmart Black Friday ad. We'll go through the Walmart Black Friday ad. That's what we'll do. We'll go through the Walmart Black Friday ad, and then go from there. That's gonna be the thing. Okay. Oh, there we go. So this is the Black Friday ad for Walmart. This is just popped up. I just got the email from this 6 minutes ago. And let's take a look here, okay? So Walmart is the most anticipated Black Friday ad every year. That's actually pretty true. Walmarts are insane on Black Friday. I should know. An event at one went viral. My girlfriend filmed it, and it took us on a cruise to Mexico. So, all right, the Black Friday ad here. We've got ourselves a phone. Can't quite see what that is because of this shit. Okay, so it's a iPhone 6 Straight Talk Wireless, $129. You can get an Element 39-inch smart TV, 4K Sharp for $298. A Switch. Ooh, look at the price on the Switch right here, man. There we go. Let me bring this up here. Come on, give me the full ad. $299 for the Nintendo Switch. That is the same price as usual. But we got special deal here on DVDs, which we'll probably get more to as we go to the list. I see Spider-Man. Wow, $5 for DVD Spider-Man. $5 Fate of the Furious. Wow, that's actually not bad for DVD if you want to live like a pleb. So, 4K TVs here. Samsung 40-inch 4K. That's not bad. $328. That's not bad at all. What do we got? Gizmo Hibiki, $2 on Super Chat. I'll buy a hoverboard when Mattel makes one. I completely agree. Completely agree. So we've got the TVs look all right. I mean, the Samsung's clearly, although this one right here, it's the 58-inch 4K Samsung for $600. If I had the money, I would probably get that. I happen to be a Samsung fan. I think they put out some of the best monitors, at least. And then also a 65-inch Samsung. Oh, is that a curved? Ooh, it's a curved. Oh, I want a curved. My monitor is curved. It's fucking beautiful, man. You can get a Chromecast for $20. That's not bad. I might actually have to get one of those. Roku's. I recommend Roku's, but buy the Roku 3 box. I actually have a Roku television. Mine's a TCL 4K Roku television. I picked up earlier this year, and it's really nice. And it's a Roku and a TV, and the image is good, and the sound is good. And I really, really, really like it. You can get these here laptops. Who cares about laptops, right? What is this here? HP Touch laptop. All right, what's it got on it? Features 15.6 inch touchscreen. I hate touchscreens. I do. Windows 10, Intel Premium or Pentium, 4 gig memory, 500 gig hard drive, DVD. I mean, it's not bad. You ain't gonna be able to do shit with that though. These things bog themselves down. They're so filled with bloatware too. It's not horrible, but it's also whatever. Oh, what do we got? Samsung 32-inch curved monitor, $199. Fuck me, dude. Mine's a 27-inch. I bought last Black Friday for $240, and this is fucking bigger and fucking cheaper. I don't think I should buy that. I also think you guys should chip in for my gear so I can buy it. But that I actually like. That I actually fucking like. P.O. Box is listed on my Twitter profile. I'm totally kidding. No, I feel bad. Okay, but no, that's fucking dope. I like the monitor. All right, get over here to the video games. This is what everyone wants, right? We've got wow, the PlayStation VR bundle is $300. That's not bad, actually. It's not bad at all. Except it's Gran Turismo, so who gives a fuck? You've got $40 PS4 controllers, not bad. A $200 1 terabyte PS4. I think is this the slim model? Looks like the slim model. That again is not bad. Sony's banking on people buying cheaper PS4s because the Xbox One X came out. They're going to be getting PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds here on there, and that's only going to be like still $30 and shit on Xbox One. So a lot of people are going to be picking it up. I want it on PS4 because I don't want to pay for Xbox Live again for one game right now. Legend of Zelda. Oh, hold on. What's this here? It's a special edition Legend of Zelda for $50, so it's $10 cheaper than normal. And it gives you what is this here? Is it just special edition? Oh, it's a 100-page mini starter guide and a 2-sided map. That's cool. That's cool. Xbox One S is $189. That's actually not bad at all. And the fact that it's $10 cheaper over this is going to be insane. People are going to be flocking to the Xbox One S. Never mind the fact, like I said, Player Unknown Battlegrounds. So if kids who keep seeing all these streamers playing Player Unknown and they're like, Mommy, 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 I want to be a cunt on the internet like everyone who plays Player Unknown, go get me an Xbox One S. And then they drop that for $30. Dude, that is going to be a hot ticket item this holiday season. Guaranteed. You can get the Xbox One controllers here. Or Switch wired. What the fuck? You can get a Nintendo Switch wired controller for $17. Yeah, but what's the manufacturer on that one? Oh, Power A. Fuck that shit. I don't know. That's up to you. I won't be doing that. You can also get the Nintendo 2DS Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time bundle for $80. It's the fucking 2DS, son. We on Switch territory now. You don't need that. Let's take a look here. All right, bargain titles for video games. $29.99. Can we actually see what these are here? Of course not. They don't really tell you what they are. Can I zoom in anymore? Let me zoom in. Get an idea. Zoom in. Or hold on. Wait. Hold on. Enhance. I had to totally pull off some. Oh, wait. All right. There we go. Okay. So these are $29.99. You can get W2K18 or WWE. Who gives a shit? Fractured But Whole for 30 is not bad. GTA 5 for 30 is really not bad considering how much they've done with the online. Uncharted Lost Legacy for $40 for 30 is normally 40. It's really good. I'd wait till it's 20. I think you get more of your value for that. You can get 1-2 Switch. How about 1-2 No? No, thank you. Need for Speed Payback, which just came out today or yesterday, I believe. No Forza, no Crash, no Shadow of War, got it. Battlefield Revolution, is that like the Game of the Year edition? Also, Ark PS4 is going to be 30. NASCAR, Agents of Mayhem, Final Fantasy something or another. Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein 2 is going to be 30, and it's all the way down over here. What the hell is that shit? Call of Duty. So there's some other stuff there. You can also get. I'm assuming these are some Nintendo Switch games. What are those fucking Switch games, man? What is that right there? Like, you can't even see. I can't even zoom in anymore to find out. And then they got Wolfenstein 2, two Wolfenstein 2s. I think these are the same. Evil Within 2. I might pick that one up. So there we go. Select video games, and then you can also get these ones for $20 each. Skyrim, Horizon, Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon is surprisingly great. I really recommend it. I really, really like it. I've put in a lot of time into that game. It's huge. And Sniper 3, Gears of War 4, Halo Wars 2 is going to be $20. That one I might actually have to get. For Honor is 20. For Honor is also 14 at Best Buy. So just so you guys know, no need to do all that. Okay, there we go. And then you can get Call of Duty. God fucking damn it. Let me zoom back out here so I can actually have control. And you get Call of Duty for $43. It's 40 at Best Buy. And if you have Gamers Club unlocked, it's only going to be 32. Something to consider. And then you can get a whole bunch of these Xbox One or Xbox titles that are compatible with Xbox One. It looks like we've got our Jesus Christ, GTA San Andreas, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. Ooh, that one I might get. And Left 4 Dead 2. Oh no, I still have Fallout New Vegas. What the fuck am I doing? I already got that shit. All right, cell phones. No one fucking cares. And don't care. Here we go. Movies. This is like, I'll just do the movies and then we'll call it wraps on this thing. Let's see what we got here. We've got $1.96 for a bunch of shit. That anyone gonna buy this? All right, so we can get Angry Birds the movie for $2. Actually, that wasn't a bad movie. I kind of enjoyed it. Divergent was crap. 50 Shades Darker was crap. I had to see that in the theater. Trust me, my girlfriend's already seen the 50 Shades Freed trailer a couple times, and she's like, Valentine's Day, and I'm all like, no. But we'll have a baby, so it's gonna be, how are we gonna get away for Valentine's Day? She's not gonna want to go anywhere because the baby. Maybe I'll get lucky. Not that way, but in the way of not having to see the movie. All right, so fuck this shit. We got $4 DVDs. I want the Blu-rays though. Fuck DVDs, man. I think we're past DVDs in our time period. So Disney Car 3 is gonna be $20. That's not bad. Frozen can go suck an egg. 14 something for Despicable Me, but only digital download. That's new. All right, I can't see this shit. What the fuck? I'm gonna zoom back out again. Okay, so what was this? We're on the DVD side. Oh God, I've been slumming it over here. This is horrible. This is horrible. Ooh, the Lethal Weapon collection on Blu-ray is only going to be $10. I don't have that. I don't have that at all. That's pretty cool. Planet Earth with Frozen Planet, $10. I got both Planet Earths. All right, let's jump over here to the Blu-ray side of things. All right, $6 Blu-rays. This is what I'm talking about here. Kong Skull Island, $6. It's not bad. Star Trek Beyond. I think I've already got that. Assassin's Creed, Central Intelligence. Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. I believe that's Brats or Trolls or something. Ghostbusters. I love Ghostbusters right down here. The Purge, Election Year, The Arrival, Tarzan. You know, I bought Tarzan last year. Still haven't watched it yet. Trolls is, I have to say, I will recommend this. Trolls was an excellently funny, good kids film. I loved Trolls. It was really, really good. What do we got here? $9. Wow, $10 for freaking Guardians of the Galaxy and War for the Planet of the Apes and Power Rangers and The Mummy and King Arthur and Ghost, and wow, holy fuck, I'm buying a lot of these. No, Baby Driver was great. I need to see War of the Planet of the Apes. I can skip over Alien Covenant. Oh, John Wick 2 is $10. That will be coming home with me. And of course, there's the Emoji Movie, ladies and gentlemen. The Emoji Movie for $10. We can buy that. King Arthur is one I'm going to want to get my hands on because I want to see it. And what is that one right there? Oh, Fantastic Beasts. And I can't see the bottom one. You know what? Ultimately, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. But I'm curious to know what you guys, whoever is still left behind, watching me go through Black Friday ad when I should have wrapped this thing up a few minutes ago. Curious to know what you guys think about this stuff. Do you think it's going to be good this year? Going to be crap this year? You plan on buying anything? Was Trolls a movie about 4chan? No, it wasn't. It was not. Yep, Kurnoff, Assassin's Creed, the movie, man. If you use your woman card at checkout, you can get 22% off. Nice. Nice. Well, no, man, there's a lot of crap that looks, I mean, I'll buy some stuff. I don't plan on spending a lot of money. That monitor I might get, but at the same time, I don't think so. The monitor is big, and I play games predominantly on my computer monitor. So having a 32-inch in here would be really cool. It'd be a few inches larger than what I'm using right now, which would be pretty good. So you have to do a post-haul stream. Oh, what post-haul from Black Friday? If it was like the last couple years, it would be a lot better. But because I got the baby on the way and the apocalypse is still going on, I really can't afford a lot. So I'm allotting like maybe $100. See, my philosophy on Black Friday is I don't buy gifts for people on Black Friday. I buy shit for me on Black Friday. People go, I'm getting all my shopping done early. No, fuck that shit, dude. I'm getting all me shopping done early. This is a treat yourself day. Get all the Blu-rays I haven't got yet. So dual monitors is great, yeah. I did hear about Steven Seagal getting accused. Just waiting to watch people attack each other. Yeah, how else am I going to afford another trip to Mexico? So there's definitely that. Is the alt-right taking over the desert industry? Okay, Assault Lick, shut up, dude. That was bad. That was bad. You should feel bad. That's the thing. Oh, 40-inch 4K TVs make great monitors. Yeah, I should do something like that too. When it comes to video games, our strategy guide's worth it, only for like the nostalgia aspect. Everything else you can find online. If I ever get sick, I just Google what part I'm stuck on, and like I can find a video of it, and I'm done in a couple like 2 seconds and shit. So, but all right, guys. On that note, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. I'll be back. I might be back on tomorrow night. We will see what's going on with everything, and then if not, definitely be back on Sunday. I might do a weekend thing. I don't know if I have plans this weekend. I might have plans this weekend. I don't know anymore. My days are kind of just all just together. But thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight for the last hour, 40 minutes watching Rustl'd, and I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.